Hey everyone, I'm Daniel Tsai, General Manager of Call of Duty Esports, and I'm really excited here to welcome you all to the reveal of ranked play in Vanguard. And who better to go through the details than this group of experts? We have two esteemed devs from Treyarch, Mr. Matt Srantz and Lawrence Metten, and two legendary CDL pros attached, and our 2021 MVP, Simp. What's up, gentlemen?
What's going on?
How you guys doing?
Good, good.
Hey, everybody.
Stoked to be here.
It's going to be great. We're going to be talking through all the details of Ranked Play Beta. I'm just going to ask questions to this group on behalf of the community, things that we think is just going to be top of mind as you enter into the beta. But before we dive into that, we actually have a short video just on the basics of Ranked Play, which will get everyone situated. So let's actually just take a look at that now.
Call of Duty competitors, your time is now. The Ranked Play Beta launches worldwide. Get ready to jump in, earn a Season 2 skill rating, and begin your path to competitive glory. Hardpoint, Search and Destroy, Control. Play like the pros in seasonal 4v4 competition, featuring the same weapons, settings, maps, and game types used week after week in the Call of Duty League. Like a good sweat? This is it. But are you the best? Or do you just think you are? Featuring 7 skill divisions with 5 tiers each, a 1 to 50 level progression system, and regular ladder events, even the most hardcore of competitive players will find opportunities to prove their mettle against Call of Duty's elite. See how you stack up against the best in the world with more skill information and precision than ever before seen in ranked Call of Duty. Complete 5 placement matches in the beta to earn a skill rating and placement in one of Ranked Play's 7 skill divisions. Win ranked matches to earn SR and advance your way through tiers towards a division promotion. Only the best will make it to the top. What is the top? Ranked Play will feature a unique leaderboard for the top 250 players in the world that's visible to everyone. Track your favorite pros as you climb the mountain to play alongside them. Compete for glory and get rewards to commemorate your achievements. Each competitive season, players can gain access to additional seasonal and skill rewards exclusive to Ranked Play. Unlocked rewards can be used in both Vanguard and Warzone, so your opponents will know who they're up against no matter where you play. When you achieve something few other players have, the world will know it. The new home of competitive Call of Duty is here. So assemble your crew, live the dream of the CDL, and earn your spot alongside the world's best players in Vanguard's brand new Ranked Mode Beta.
Oh my god, ranked plays are
Whoa.
crazy.
That looks good. I like what I'm seeing.
Good stuff. I know we're super excited about that, but let's dive right in. Treyarch team, there was a lot of emphasis on competitive gameplay and matching CDL standards. I'm just curious, how did you build ranked play with those two objectives in mind?
Yeah, great question. I'll try to keep it simple since we're going to go through a lot of the nitty-gritty details as we talk today. But really for us, it started with kind of taking a step back and evaluating what all we've done over the years between ranked play and league play, really just so we can have a better understanding of what's worked and what hasn't worked. From there, feedback is always critically important for us. So we've of course partnered up with folks at CDL like yourself, our partners at Binox, and of course pro players and the very competitive players out there in the public. Dylan, Chris, Simp, and Attach have given their feedback, and we've taken all of that into consideration, and we do really kind of consider this as a full reset on our ranked play journey, with the hope of really starting with a very strong foundation moving forward.
I was just super excited to even have the opportunity to work on this with you guys, and I think I can speak for all the pro players that this is something that has been in the works for a super long time, and we're all just super excited to have this rank play coming out.
Yeah, and it feels great to have this rank play coming out because it's not just the current pro players that are going to be able to play it every day, stream it, make YouTube videos. It's for the next generation too. Like we'll see, I'm sure, a lot of younger players playing Call of Duty that will one day be those big name pros. So it's such a good way to develop talent and meet new people and just find a good way to practice even after scrimmages and tournaments are done.
Attach, that's a really good point. I know at the CDL, we view that competitive pipeline as absolutely crucial. Question for you, Lawrence. I guess for you, why was it so important to be collaborating with the pros?
Yeah, I think that pro feedback is just incredibly important for us because we want ranked play to hold up at the highest level of play. But we also want to create an accessible experience that works for maybe a more casual Call of Duty player. And so getting feedback from our pro players and our engaged competitive community has been incredibly important for us.
Let's start diving into the details of rank play. Starting with the first one, I guess, for me. We've been talking about it a lot as rank play beta. Why is it launching as a beta?
It's launching as a beta. One, like I said, we really do consider this a really more of a full reset for our ranked play journey for Call of Duty, and starting with Vanguard. So to do that, we've got a lot of new fun systems and features, and launching in a beta will just really allow us to make sure we're evaluating and assessing everything. The new skill systems, just making sure everything's tight, accurate, and of course we're going to be able to collect data and make adjustments as needed. I know Lawrence has been working very hard on all of our skill divisions and systems and ratings, so I'm sure he's looking forward to kind of getting all that data and kind of figuring out how to approach it.
Yeah, we're incredibly excited to kind of collect data in a live environment with the best players in the world and see how our skill system holds up and make any changes necessary to ensure the most competitive integrity of rank play in Vanguard.
That makes a lot of sense. Easing into it, getting smart before we dive fully into it. But let's talk about what it is. What are the details that you can share about Vanguard rank play?
Yeah, so rank play, simply put, is the home of competitive Call of Duty in Vanguard. This is the mode that lets players play like the pros. It's 4-on-4. It uses the same weapons, settings, rules, maps, and modes that you see every weekend in the Call of Duty League. And each season, players are going to play 5 placement matches, earn a skill rating, and get placed into a skill division. And we're excited to share more about how those skill divisions work a little bit later in the broadcast. Players will also be competing in ladder events, which are essentially mini tournaments. And these are for bragging rights and the ability to progress. And you can show off your achievements and your accolades with exclusive rank play rewards that can be used in both Vanguard and Warzone.
I have to say that the ladder events do sound super fun, just to kind of have a different experience inside of ranked play, just because, you can kind of get a little bit bored of just playing, I would say just ranked play over and over again. Not necessarily like myself, but as a casual player maybe. So having that kind of bracket, it sounds super exciting to just kind of switch things up a little bit.
Yeah, and with those ladder events that will be happening, is that more so you can just go in solo and you'll find a team and each game you go in solo, or do you kind of have to have like a set squad and go in with your team and then play against other teams of 4?
So we always have a ladder event running, and playing your first rank play match while one is active will place you on a ladder. You can play solo, you can play with a formed team, and as you win or lose matches, you're earning and losing ladder points that ultimately decide your position on the ladder. So the ladder is kind of separate from the skill system. The skill system is always active. You're earning SR, moving up and down through skill divisions and tiers. And then the ladder is what ultimately progresses your rank and can gain access to rewards based on where you finish in those mini tournaments.
Yeah, just to jump in, I want to touch on something that Simp said is, I think it is true that in a more traditional rank system like we're talking about here is, you will eventually reach a point where your skill settles out. So that's why we really like the ladder events, because it's kind of that separate, as Lawrence said, a mini tournament. It gives you something to continually compete in and try to really, it's more of a show of your time investment and how much you can grind. So even if you're not hitting, the top of the leaderboards and your skill rating, you can still play and kind of feel rewarded as long as you're winning and feel like you're progressing something.
Yeah, you can get some really great battles on a ladder in kind of the final couple hours where maybe there are 3 or 5 players jostling for that top spot, and you win a match, come back to the ladder, see if that guy you've been battling with won his, and really kind of have some exciting finishes there.
Yeah, and with the points on the ladder, is there a set number of points you get when you win or lose a game, or does it kind of just, how does that work?
Yeah, so it's 100 points for every win, Losing will deduct 61 points. We have additional penalties if you quit or disconnect. And then another way to earn points on the ladder, we've actually introduced a new bonus point system in Vanguard. It's the daily win bonus. And so your first 5 wins of the day will net you some bonus points. So players who want to min-max the amount of points they're earning will want to play each day of a ladder event.
That's nice.
Yeah, that's good. That's a great incentive to just keep on grinding every day.
I like the sound of that. I have a basic question for you guys. We keep saying rank play, rank play, rank play. Last year with Cold War, it was called League Play. So it kind of just begs the question, what's the difference between rank play and League Play?
And I think going into rank play in Vanguard, we knew we wanted to make significant changes to the formula. It was kind of a back to basics for us in a lot of ways. And things like the new seasonal structure that aligns with the rest of the game, provides a new rank journey each season, more skill information, which we've talked about. We're displaying more skill information to players than we did in Cold War. And so the new name for us and the rebrand, we wanted to make it clear that there was no confusion. This is the definitive home for ranked Call of Duty.
I will say we were in many a meeting, and probably the cliche designer meetings of discussing these two words, league play, ranked play, very exhaustive research, just really trying to figure out what we should call this. And I couldn't be more happy to land on ranked play.
I was gonna say I think the whole beta ranked play thing is a super good idea, just because I feel like I just feel like it's super good to just get feedback from players early on, to see what people are liking, what people aren't liking, and kind of just getting a general feel of how ranked play is in a whole. Because I feel like you can ask different parties, like you can ask the pro players, you can ask the casuals, but unless you actually get the stats and the analytics of it, I feel like you can't do much. So I think it's super good that you guys are doing a beta and actually getting the info you need to fix things.
Fresh one for you, Treyarch. We've been hearing a lot about this seasonal skill rating system. Can you share a little bit more detail behind that?
Yeah, we knew going into Vanguard rank play that we wanted to display considerably more skill information to players than we have previously, and we wanted to expand on the components of skill in ranked. And so the way this new system works, each season you're going to play 5 placement matches and earn a skill rating, which maps to one of 7 skill divisions. Skill division is a key element of player identity, so players who encounter you in ranked will know who they're up against each match. And skill rating, or SR for short, it's won or lost after matches based on your performance. So ultimately, winning has the biggest impact on your SR, but personal performance does have a bit of an impact. One thing's for sure, you're never going to lose a SR after a victory. Each division has 5 tiers. So as you earn SR after matches, you're going to advance through tiers. And if you make it all the way to tier 1 in a division, you could actually get promoted into the higher skill division. And yeah, we're excited to see where people place. I'm excited to see where you two place and what the skill division grind looks like over the course of the season.
I'm actually curious. I want to ask a question to Attach and Simp. I've been waiting on this one because I know there's always a lot of discussion on what goes into you gaining or losing skill points or skill rating, SR, along the way. So I'm curious, Lawrence just said it's mainly wins you gain, losses you lose, but that personal performance is something that's always, I won't name the former pro who I saw a tweet where there was a very healthy discussion on this that we brought in-house, and we're looking at this. I'm like, okay, I think we're on the mark here. So I'm curious what your guys' take is on that.
I think it's hard in general to not own, it's definitely good to have a skill player side of things to it, but I feel like the wins and losses should generally be the main parts of it, just because, if you win and if you're doing really good in your league play game and not league play, rank play, and you lose, then you should still lose points. You shouldn't be gaining points for not helping your team win.
Yeah, and I completely agree with Chris there. Winning should definitely give you the most points, because when you, like he said, you are on a losing team, even if you're dropping 70 kills, 3 minutes in hill, but you lost, you still deserve to lose some points. I know it's going to be tough to carry some people sometimes, but it makes everyone play for that goal to win. That's the goal, not to get more kills, to win.
I think that's spot on with our thinking too. This is rank play. It's about playing to win, and we want those wins and those win streaks to feel good and bump players up potentially to higher skill divisions and tiers.
So is that where you go hash it out in Discord if you do drop a 70 bomb and take
I think
the L?
you do.
Oh yeah, they'll
You
be
definitely
hearing
gotta
some
roast your
words
boy.
via game chat or Twitter after that if they cost.
So I actually have a question for Lawrence. Earlier you had mentioned 7 skill divisions. Last year there were 5, so I'm curious, why the change there?
Yeah, simply put, 7 skill divisions give us more precision. We have a greater distribution of skill compared to Cold War across all skill levels. And at the very top of our skill divisions are the Master and Challenger division, which represent the top 5% and 1% of players. So these are very significant skill accomplishments and should hopefully celebrate the best players in the world.
What happens to your skill rating and your division at the end of a season?
Yeah, so as I touched on a little bit earlier, we're really leaning into the seasonal structure with rank play and Vanguard. So when a season ends, we hand out like a season-specific reward to celebrate how high you were able to make it in the skill division journey that season. We wipe everyone's skill. The new season kicks off, 5 new placement matches, and a new skill journey begins.
How long are the seasons going to be? Do you think like a month and a half, or does it really just depend on when the new content and drop is ready for that next season?
Yeah, it's entirely tied to our content drop seasons. So those typically are in kind of the 2-month range. There's some flexibility there for season to season, but we're really leaning into the seasons elsewhere in the game. So there's a clear, this is my season 2 skill rating. This is my season 3 rating, and so on.
How often are the rules in the rank play, like the competitive rules, going to be updated compared to how our rules are updated? Because we have like a 1.2, 1.3 that comes out every so often. Is the CDL rules and the rank play rules going to be updated at the same time, or is there going to be like a week or 2 delay or longer between the two?
Yeah, it does kind of depend on the pipeline. So our goal is always to try to have them match 1-to-1 as much as possible. Shout out, CDL, shout out Spencer, shout out Alex. We're very close to them and talk to them quite a bit. Even within the past few days, we've been talking to them. So the goal there is always to try to match as closely as can and get those updates, matching up time-wise as close as we can. There, obviously, like I said, can be a little bit of a delay, but that's the goal.
And one last thing about this topic, will you be able to see your past rank play stats somewhere? Like, will it be stored somewhere in archive, or is that just gone? It's just the new one that you're going to see?
So in the beta, we just have the active season. That is something we're looking at for future seasons, is potentially a way to view accomplishments and kind of personal bests from previous seasons.
Yeah, that'd be really cool to see like your highest KD, highest kills, or longest win streak. I think that could be really cool.
All right, let's change up the topic a little bit. Leaderboards. Simp, Attach, obviously myself. We're 3 of the top players in the world. So I really want to see, how do I stack up against other people? How are they going to know that I'm one of the best?
Yeah, I can take that one. And Daniel, we will verify your claims there. We will look at your stats.
Please
so,
don't.
If it comes back false, we'll let you know. So yeah, that's something very exciting to talk about here. It's an actual additional skill division that will be. It's currently in the roadmap. It will not be released on day one. It's our top 250. Again, we want to make sure we're all tight with our skill divisions before we actually start celebrating what every player in the world will be able to see. It's the top 250 players in the world based off of their skill ratings.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea because you got to make sure the whole team is in that top 250. If you're seeing one of your teammates slacking and not making it in there, they're only in Masters, we're going to have some issues about that. And then it's going to be some good, healthy, friendly competition to stay up there and be the number 1 player.
Yeah, and so just to kind of elaborate on the way this top 250 division works, everyone in this division will actually get an icon with a unique leaderboard position on it. And so when you're in a game with someone on the top 250, you're going to know that you are and where they sit on that leaderboard. Players who aren't eligible for top 250 and maybe never crack the upper echelon of Call of Duty skill, myself included, can still engage with this feature through a leaderboard on the menu. So anyone can jump into the top 250 leaderboard, scan, see if there's been any movement, and we're really excited to see the battle for first place each season. Is it someone we're familiar with, someone from Challengers, maybe someone we've never heard of before? It's going to be heated.
This leaderboard sounds super exciting just because, at least in my head, like, yeah, you're going to see a lot of the usual pros you see up there, but I feel like there's going to be a lot of people up there that you don't really know that are just competitive players trying to get their name out there. Like, super exciting for all the players that they're going to be able to have their name up on this top 250 list eventually.
If you guys had to make a bet, Attach and Simp, who do you think is going to be number one? You could say yourself.
I might have to say a BZ.
Yeah, BZ is definitely
he's a demon grind.
I was number one for a little bit too in World War II, so it's all going to be about who's most disciplined and trying to play it the most. You might have to cancel a couple professional scrims for it just to make sure you keep that number one spot.
Yeah, gotta keep the grind up.
Yeah, that all sounds great, guys. I'll see you on the top 250.
Okay, Daniel, sure.
Yeah, we'll see you there, Daniel.
So you guys talked a little bit about the ladder and the biweekly events a little earlier. I want to dive into that a little bit. What else can you share about this progression system?
Ladder events are essentially mini tournaments that put 50 players of similar skill together on a ladder to battle it out for points. Players earn ladder points if they win matches. They lose ladder points when they lose matches. And as we kind of talked about earlier, there's a daily ladder point bonus system we're introducing with Rank Play in Vanguard that allows players to earn some extra ladder points with their first few wins of the day. So you'll want to play each day of a ladder event to kind of maximize your point gain. There are 2 events per week. There's a weekday ladder that runs Monday to Friday and a weekend ladder that runs over the weekend.
Just having those 2 separate events is in itself just, I feel like, doing so much for the casuals, like, and they're not even like understand that. I feel like you guys are doing so much for us.
Yeah, I feel like there's always something to look forward to with these ladder events and rank play as well. So you can kind of get a good mixture of both, and really different people are going to want to focus on different things, and some people might enjoy the ladder events a little bit more. So it's good that people just have options.
Yeah, I really like those ladder events because, like I said before, there's a time where my skill is going to settle out in probably middle of the road. So it does give me something to feel like I can get those victories in. Previously in ladder events, sometimes I like to try to time it, and if we're jockeying back and forth for that top position, maybe I show up to work 30 minutes late to try to get another match or 2 in.
You gotta catch the guy in the second place when he's sleeping. You gotta make sure you get all those points in while he's sleeping.
Snoozing, and I'm just grinding.
Yeah, you snooze, you lose is the saying.
Lawrence, can you elaborate a little bit on how this rank is different from the skill rating? I'd love to understand that a little bit more.
Yeah, so rank progression is also back, and rank is separate from skill rating. The way this works is it represents your time spent in rank play. Like, think of it sort of like the way XP works in core multiplayer. So skill ratings may go up and down, may stabilize over the course of the season, but rank only goes up, and it's there to make sure that players feel rewarded and a sense of progression while playing competitive. Players progress their rank and rank icon by earning stars. This was formerly gems in Cold War, and stars are awarded at the end of ladder events based on your final ladder position. So if you finish in the top half of your ladder, you're going to earn a couple stars. Finish higher up the ladder, you're going to earn more stars. You're going to progress to that rank up faster.
I think people are going to really like it. All right, I already know this is going to be one of the top topics from the community. We want to talk about rewards. We want to know what we get for putting in the sweat. What can you tell us about Rank Play's reward system?
Yeah, so beta is going to go live with a handful of rewards, and we're actually going to tease some additional rewards we have coming later in Season 2. In beta, as you progress your rank, you're going to earn an emblem and a calling card every 5 ranks. We also have an operator skin available for players who are able to earn their way through and reach max rank. That's the ranked royalty operator skin that you can only earn in rank play. Later in Season 2, we're going to be launching our first batch of seasonal rewards. So each rank play season, we're going to provide players with the opportunity to unlock exclusive rank play rewards such as blueprints, camos, charms, and more. We're also going to be introducing charm rewards to represent player skill divisions. And there's a ranked legend operator skin available only to master and challenger players for the ultimate rank play bragging rights. And I think it's worth mentioning all rewards you unlock in rank play, you can use anywhere in Vanguard and also Warzone. So when you roll up on a squad in Caldera, they're going to know who they're up against.
That's awesome. I think it just makes everyone want to get to that top rank so much more. And then when you do get it, you kind of have that swagger wherever you're at in multiplayer, pubs, Warzone. So I'm really looking forward to achieving all those.
Yeah, I was going to say, Dylan kind of took the words right out of my mouth. Just having all of that accessibility through all the game, or through all, like Warzone and Vanguard of the rewards, I think is just super exciting for all the players.
Yeah, we really wanted a good mix of rewards that celebrate skill, rewards that celebrate time spent, and then we also, with these seasonal rewards, are going to have a handful of rewards that celebrate your best ladder finishes. So each season you're going to want to knock out a top 10 finish, a top 5 finish, and a first place finish to get those blueprint, camo, and charm rewards.
I'm super excited about the again kind of calling back to why or how long a season is, and our desire and goals to tie the rank play season with the overall game season. Again, that gives us all something really to look forward to, and we know that day and date. Okay, it's time. Put my sweats on, put my try hard pants on, and we've got an entire new set of rewards. So that's something that I know we're very excited about. It's something we've been talking about for a long time. So awesome to see that come to fruition.
Yeah, keeping it fresh each season, getting people back into the game with the drop of the new season. Get your skill, start grinding those rewards.
Yeah, I'm super excited to start grinding.
Can't wait to party up, simp and attach.
Wait,
Why are you leaving me out?
Rule against that?
Oh,
Yeah, you might not fit in the skill. It's all good though.
we'll see. Can I get a tryout?
We'll make an exception.
You
Okay.
gotta play your placements first.
All right.
So, Lawrence, I have a question. Say you're not the best, not the sweatiest, you're a more casual player and not as high skill, someone like Matt. How are you going to reward people like him?
Yeah, we want to make sure that everyone feels rewarded playing rank play. And so these seasonal rewards we're going to be going live with later in season 2, they're accessible to all skill levels. And so players are going to earn these rewards by winning matches, and kind of as you hit higher win milestones, you're going to get access to cooler and cooler rewards. And then the other set of rewards is earned based on your ladder placement. So finish in the top 10 once, you're going to earn something cool, and the higher your placement, the better those rewards. So in addition to these rewards that celebrate skill and the best players in the world, there's a lot up for grabs for everybody, regardless of where they sit in the skill rating system.
Okay, that all sounds great. Definitely sounds like if you're grinding in ranked play, there's a lot of rewards for you. That's great to hear. Let's head over to our next topic. All right, so the whole thing about ranked play is to play just like the pros. Can you tell us a little bit about how you've made that competitive experience exactly like the CDLs?
Yeah, absolutely. First and foremost, I like to, I put on my Minnesota Rocker hoodie, and then I strap on my Atlanta FaZe headgear, my headset, got my tags on and everything. So that's how I try to play like the pros. But once we get into rank play, that's where the rule set we touched on earlier, that we work very closely with CDL and the pros, and the teams on trying to match that. So right off the bat, you're going to be playing 4v4, CDL hardpoint, CDL search and destroy, CDL control. We're going to be seeing all of the same settings, the respawn delays, weapon restrictions, and all the maps and the map pool that players like Simp and Attach have been really testing and putting through the paces to try to find the best setup there.
Yeah, and that's it is really cool so that people can just hop in the rank play and play like the pros, because I think that was a really big disconnect where they had to go to private match, they have to invite people, they have to set the rules up and everything. But now with the rank play, with all the maps, the modes, and all the rules and guns and weapons already set up, they know what they can do. They can just hop in at any time they want of the day, and they're able to play like the pros whenever.
Yeah, I just think it's a really good starting experience for casuals to kind of jump into the competitive atmosphere of Call of Duty. I feel like ranked play is definitely the best route to go off the rip, just because it's the same map, same rules. You can get a feel for it and kind of just get a feel if you like competitive Call of Duty or not.
Another thing that's worth mentioning is in rank play, everything is unlocked. And so there are restricted weapons and content that can't be used in CDL matches, but of things that are allowed, you're going to have access to all weapons, attachments, and unlocks. It's incredibly important to us that no one has a leg up on anyone else based on their progression or their time spent. And so everyone in their first match is going to have access to the full suite of weapons, attachments, and content.
Yeah, Lawrence, I feel like that equal playing field is so key. I feel like when I see online, a lot of people are saying, I could do what the pros do, I can make that shot, I can do that. But now you really have that equal level playing field to really prove it, which I think is really neat. One question I had, what about the quitters and leavers? What are we doing about them?
Yeah, so ensuring that rank play is a fair and balanced environment with competitive integrity is incredibly important to us. And a big part of that is penalizing players who break the rules. And so we have penalties and suspensions for players who disconnect or quit out of matches. And you'll actually get harsher penalties for if you're a repeat offender. Friendly fire is enabled in rank play. And so along with that, we penalize players who abuse that system and team kill their teammates. And so you can get penalized and suspended for that as well. And then we also make sure not to start rank play matches with uneven teams. So if someone quits or is disconnected for whatever reason before the start of the match, as you load into the game, we'll actually back everyone out to the main menu. And you can search again for hopefully a better match.
I think that last point you just made is something super exciting to hear, just because I feel like a lot of the time, some people's games will crash or, they don't have time to play when they thought they did and they just turn their console or PC off and, whatever happens. I'm just glad it's not going to be affecting the 7 other people in the lobby just because, one person decided I'm not going to play this game.
Yeah, it's no fun when you end up down like 3v4, and so we want to punish players who put you in that situation deliberately, and then if it happens accidentally, especially before the start of the game, we want to kind of prevent that experience from ruining the game.
I personally pushed to ban all of those players permanently. Couldn't get consensus on that. Sorry, go ahead, Attach.
No, I was going to say, is there a certain number of team kills that will kick you out of the game? Like, is it 3, 4, 5? Or have you not decided yet?
Yeah, no, we have. We actually, Lawrence and I tested it thoroughly earlier this week.
It was a one-sided test.
Yeah, we can confirm it works. I believe right now it's set to a number of kills, which I believe is 3. We're still, playing around with some things there. I believe it's set to 3, where you'll actually deal damage to your teammate. Subsequent times where you attempt to deal damage to a teammate, that damage will be reflected back to you. And if you continue doing that for some odd reason, because you're going to be hurting yourself, we'll just remove you politely from the match because at that point you're not really interested in the competitive integrity.
Awesome.
Third time's the charm. That all sounds really great, Matt.
Yeah, so we've covered a lot of the nuts and bolts of rank play in Vanguard. Just to kind of sum it up, we love competitive Call of Duty. We want to give players an opportunity to play like the pros, and we're really excited to get rank play out there in beta. Whether you're solo or squatted up, jump in, earn a skill rating, start winning some ladders, earning some rewards. We're incredibly excited to see the highest level of Call of Duty played in rank play in Vanguard.
Yeah, Lawrence, and just speaking on behalf of Call of Duty League, we're loving everything that we're hearing today and love the commitment that you've made in building this awesome mode. I think we've said this before, but that competitive pipeline, without that, the CDL doesn't exist. So just again, everything that we're hearing today of these settings really helps our community thrive. And I think it's all awesome.
It's been great partnering with you guys to deliver this mode. We're really excited to get it out there and see how it's received in beta.
Okay, well, we've heard a lot of amazing details about rank play. I'm super excited. I hope you all listening are really impressed with what you've heard as well. I want to give a chance for each one of our panelists to have the mic, share some closing thoughts on what they're expecting with rank play. Let's start with the players. Simp, anything you want to say?
I mean, I just want to say I'm super excited for, ranked play to be coming out between the rewards and the skill rating and just having another competitive environment to play in besides scrims is just super exciting for pro players in general and casual players too. They should be looking to get into ranked play and just have a great time.
For me, it's definitely the journey of ranked play. Being there from day one to seeing what I can accomplish to how high I can get on the leaderboard is going to be super exciting for me personally. And I know many, many other people are going to feel that same way. So just being able to have that right there and just have some fun.
Awesome. Matt, what about you?
Yeah, I mean, hearing Simp and Attach, what they have to say about it, that's a big part of why we do it. Everybody across the teams have worked very hard on ranked play, and we're super stoked to get that out into Vanguard in the coming days and start seeing people get placed and hopefully send us their feedback.
Yeah, it's been incredibly exciting. Revealing it today, talking through it with you guys, and really excited to get it out in beta. This is just the start for us. We want to collect feedback. We've got some updates coming, and then each season, as we talked about, is going to be a new journey and a new experience.
I want to thank our devs at Treyarch again for spending some time here today to talk through all the details and for building this mode. I want to thank our pros as well for sharing their perspective as well. Lastly, I just want to share some thanks with the community. All that feedback you've provided definitely gets listened to here, and we're hopeful that you found a lot of that trickle into this game mode itself, and you're proud of what has been created here. So again, I just want to leave it off with, don't forget, Ranked Play is coming to Vanguard. Get ready to jump in on Thursday, February 17th.